Ever since you began to build your empire, you've had a crutch to lean on.
Well, I swear in the name of Almighty God, I will take revenge on Tommy Shelby.
That, my friend, is the finest opium in the world. Perhaps we can meet after you've spoken to your wife's uncle, Jack Nelson.
Tommy Shelby wants to do business with Jack Nelson.
So speak to your uncle and get me out of here.
If he doesn't want to buy my opium, I will sell to the East Boston Jews.
It's Ruby. She's not well.
I'm coming up.
There will be a war in this family, and one of you will die.
You've been too busy to punish the people who killed her. How is the family?
Hello, Ruby. Come here. Let me see you. Missed you. Missed you. There's the Black Madonna.
What present did you get us, Dad?
Son.
She's all better, Tommy. Came back for nothing. Glad you're back.
Right. Before we do anything else, we're going to go for a drive. Okay? Let's go.
What about me?
Yeah, you come too. Come on.
Drive where?
That's the driver takes us to see Dr. Robert. Let's have a look at Ruby.
Fine.
The appointment is in 1 hour. Stay here, you can come.
Right.
Right, let's go.
Tommy?
Yeah.
It was all good. Everything was clear.
That is a relief. That's a relief.
Yeah.
Drivers, bring the car around.
Hiya. Come here. When did you last sleep?
Not much since we last spoke on the phone.
Now you know Ruby is all clear, you can sleep.
Yeah. I seem very happy that Ruby's results are clear.
But still you're out to sleep.
I will speak to Johnny, and I will speak to Esmeralda.
We could be on holiday. We could be up a mountain in America.
That wouldn't have been possible. The man I'm dealing with, he's coming to London. I need to be there.
No escape.
We will escape, Lizzie. One last deal to be done. It'll be difficult. Difficulties are to be expected. This is why I must move from item to item.
Do you feel that? Do you feel anything? You know, you talk as if you're watching everything on a screen.
When we go home, I'll give the kids to Francis, and then you and me will go to bed.
And I will be the next item. That's how it feels now, Tom.
Yeah.
Everything on a list. Hey, baby.
When are we going home?
It's 4 years, 1 month and 6 days since I had a drink. My head is clear. I am myself.
Is this the first time?
Once on the ship back, not as bad.
Tommy, you need to see a doctor.
I've work to do.
It's the work that's to blame. People you meet, the lies that you tell.
We gotta keep going until this Boston business is done. Then we rest. Then we Peaky Blinders fucking rest.
Comrades, before we end this planning meeting and send you out into the rain, we have a surprise. He just arrived back from a trade mission to America. He came back early and he has insisted on addressing you volunteers in person. Comrades, your Labour representative for South Birmingham, Mr. Thomas Shelby, MP.
I bring with me, on the train from London, a message from Westminster. No, not a message. Not a message. An instruction, in fact. You must be silent. You must say nothing. Say nothing about the present situation in this city. Say nothing about hunger. Say nothing about jobs. Say nothing about pay. But those in greener pastures, they may speak. They may raise their voices. But here in the smoke, you men and women, Irish and Italian and English, who support the socialist cause, the socialist cats and dogs and canaries, you must hush. Because the king, and all the king's horses and all the king's men, want you to be silent. But it is you, my friends, who must suffer the cuts in wages, and in welfare, and in dignity. And you must not complain, because that would be unpatriotic. You soldiers who have fought in France, you are traitors if you speak up. You veterans of their wars and their booms and their busts, it is you who must take the blows and carry the burdens for the sake of those in greener pastures who bellow at you. Silence! Well, watch this, comrades. I will not be silent. Never. Not this Englishman. For me, because I have heard your voices when you come to me and tell me about the cries of your hungry children. And I will gather up every single one of those cries and I will take them with me on the train back to Westminster. And I will let them out of the bag in the House of Commons and let them try and silence that, eh? That involve some sharing of the burden? All of us taking a smaller slice of the cake, eh? After all, it's bloody us who bakes the cake and makes the cars and melts the metal. And the king, remember him? The man who ordered all of this. Shouldn't he be taking some of the cuts? Hey, some of the blow? Pain? Yes! Hush, you working men and women. Silence. Good. Save your voices. You're gonna need them. On Saturday, when we rally together at the Bullring Market. And together, we'll raise the roof. Break the damn silence. And bring down this broken government.
Thank you.
Lorna McKee.
Battalion Commander for Mana IRA.
You missed the first and second act.
Thank you for coming, Mr. Shelby.
Thank you. Thank you.
The third act was enough. You both have reasons to hate me and to want to seek revenge for the killing.
Gypsy tradition. We do not mention the name of the dead in company.
Lorna McKee and the Shelby family. Business comes before issues of vengeance. Our beloved departed would understand and approve. Scar boys.
Our agreement was we meet in a crowded place.
No need for crowds. We need you alive. After you.
You know, Mr. Shelby, even though we've been doing business for a while, we've never met in person. You spoke with passion and compassion. You understand forgiveness, and you drink water. Yet I heard from many reliable sources that you have a reputation for moral turpitude.
Moral turpitude. It's a good name for a racehorse.
You don't know what it means.
I know what it means. It means you fuck people. Fuck people over. Don't give a fuck. It means you covet and steal and burn all principles for the sake of self-interest. Well, I'm changing. Lorna McKee, my organisation, is also changing.
So what happened in Boston?
Jack Nelson said no.
Are we accepting no as an answer?
These are letters written to and by Jack Nelson over the last 3 months.
This is a private letter from the President of the United States. Where the fuck did you get this?
My racehorse, moral turpitude. It's just one of many in my stables. Sometimes even now I'll take it out for a run. If there is a good cause that requires our services.
Jack Nelson's coming to London.
Officially, he's coming to buy liquor import licenses. Unofficially, he's on a fact-finding mission. He's coming to measure the strength of support for fascism in Britain. He'll report back to the president.
And how does that help us?
In this letter to his son, Jack Nelson expresses strong support for fascism. In this letter, to a friend in Berlin, he says some interesting things about Jews. He's not coming to Europe to find facts. He's coming to find proof that fascism will prevail. And you and I are going to help him in that task.
I thought you were a socialist.
Well, since I've entered politics, I've learned that the line doesn't go out from the middle to the left and the right. It goes in a circle. I'll show you. You go far enough left, eventually you'll meet someone who's gone far enough right to get to the same place. Working class socialists like me, working class nationalists like you. The result? National socialism. And that's me. In the middle, just a man trying to make an honest living in a very dark world. You were friends in Dublin, Lord McKee, who were actively fighting for a fascist Ireland. And you were acting on their behalf, ain't you? When Jack Nelson comes to London, I can give him access to Oswald Mosley and to fascist sympathisers in the House of Commons and the House of Lords, on both sides of the divide. Fascism is quite the thing among the very best people. And with your help, I can also offer him Dublin.
And you think this will allow us to ship our merchandise to Boston?
Perhaps. There may be other benefits for your cause. All you have to do is sit with Jack Nelson and talk to him about a new golden age and let him put a pin in the map of Ireland for the President of the United States.
Came to collect Arthur and put him to bed. Found him in Garrison Lane with a syringe in his hand.
A friend loves at all time. Brother is born for adversity. Proverbs 17:17.
Well, I have two brothers in need. But yours is the more urgent, Tommy. Will you come with me?
So, Lord McKee, you gonna help me change the world?
Mr. Shelby, this meeting is not what I expected.
Never is.
Is that a yes or a no?
My answer's yes.
The answer's always yes.
Back door is unlocked. You can let yourself out. And tell your friends back home, Tommy Shelby has changed. Where is he?
I found him, the syringe was empty, sleeping it off on the cobbles. Shit, Tommy. Shit.
It's all under control, Ada.
Well, I'm not under fucking control. I'm not you, Tommy, and I'm not Polly either. Even though I'm trying to be. She would have stopped this.
We will pull Arthur through this.
I'm not talking about Arthur, I'm talking about you. I heard everything you were saying in there.
Ida, this will be the end of it. Hear me? This is the way out for all of us, and along the way, I will be doing good.
No, along the way, you're gonna make yourself a lot of fucking money.
All right, fair enough. Any incidental rewards from my good work will be welcome, but you will get your fair share, sister. And by being among the fascists, by being among them, I can undermine them. Polly would approve. Beneath all the gold and diamonds and fucking mink and lace, she was a solid socialist.
Look, I know it's too late for this, Tom, but this doorway, this same fucking doorway. We used to come here for Dad's beer, and we were so little it took two of us to carry one bucket.
Yeah, I remember. Look at us now, eh?
Yeah. Fucking look at us. Take a good look, Tom, because one of us isn't going to be here for long. Fuck. Opium and presidents.
Ida, if you don't want to help me carry the bucket, then I wouldn't blame you. But this is my mission, and I will have no limitations.
Where are you, Tom? My big brother? You know, you used to stop sometimes and laugh. Do you even remember this place? You walk into the garrison like a stranger and you sip fucking water.
I'm alive, Ada.
Yeah. And you're still looking for trouble big enough to kill you? Well, I think you might have found it. I have children, Tommy. You have to carry this bucket on your own. One brother half dead in the rain in Garrison Alley, and the other has no limitations.
I'm expected.
Oh, and Mr. Solomon's no longer tolerates the smoking of tobacco in his presence.
I always thought that opera was just fat people fucking shouting.
Yeah? What do you think now?
I think the sound of a tenor in full passion reminds me of crying out with Italian soldiers when they had my bayonet inside them. Ever since my own death, I have been somewhat haunted by it. Me. Instead of fighting these voices, I decided to write their songs down, you know, and turn them into an opera of my own. Do not like that. No, no. Were you not told that I have a condition?
Well, I was told, Alfie, is that you have withdrawn, and that you spend your days alone, obsessing about opera singers.
Opera's not fucking singing, is it? It's not singing, it is the sound that people make before word. And I do not allow smoking because I do need to see fucking clearly. All right? What, do you sense weakness in his life?
Not a sense of weakness, no, Alfie.
What?
A certain knowledge of it. Since you've been sat here writing your opera, a member of your family has died. Charles Solomon's your uncle. He ran all the narcotics, bootlegging, prostitution, gambling syndicates out of East Boston. But last January, poor old Charlie, well, he was shot in the Cotton Club in the lavatory by men that you know, and yet you did nothing, Alfred.
Now, my opera is called America. America is my fucking masterpiece.
The truth is, your uncle is dead. Boston is gone. And you, once the big man who ran Camden Town, now can't even extinguish another man's cigarette. Let alone his fucking life. You need favors, Alfie?
I need a fucking final act, right? Just a final fucking act for my opera. Yeah?
Alfie, I think I may have written your final act. Why don't you sit down and have a listen, eh? I have 5 tons of pure, refined opium sitting in one of my warehouses in Liverpool. I have safe storage off the coast of Canada. I have men willing to distribute it in Toronto, Quebec, New York, and Boston. The income would be immediate and would shift the balance of power in Boston back in favor of the Solomons family. In the final act that I'm giving you, Alfie, it is you who takes the revenge.
What would you sell?
The Irish are being difficult. The Italians are not an option. Also, Alfie, you are my friend.
Did you give me credit?
No. I will take property. You own half the warehouses in Camden. I'll take it and knock them down. Build houses for the needy and the deserving.
Ooh. Yeah, well, the Irish have always been difficult, Tommy, haven't they? You know, about fucking 700 years. You know, I once saw an Irishman arguing with the statue of Oliver Cromwell in Parliament Square. And the argument went on for quite a while, actually, well into the night, as his little voice echoed all around the Houses of Parliament as he got more and more angered. Oliver Cromwell was reluctant, somewhat, to answer his legitimate questions. So angered, in fact, that eventually he punched the statue on the nose and broke his fucking hand. And there it is, you know, the Irish question. How come you can remember so much about what happened 200 years ago, but you just can't remember what fucking happened last night? How much is a ton?
Johnny?
Only me today. Jack says a few more weeks. And you'll be free.
When do you travel to London?
Tomorrow. I came to say goodbye.
When you go to London, stay away from the devil. Block your fucking ears if you have to.
I'll be with you, Michael. I've been thinking about you. Only you. And don't worry about Tommy Shelby. I have no interest in a dead man. Jack says he has to die.
Well, you tell Jack to wait. If anyone's going to kill Tommy Shelby,
It will be you. I know. I told Jack, and Jack said, okay. Let the kid do it. And in return, he can collect the cash that Tommy won't. $5 million. The devil will be dead. The future belongs to us. Oh, and Michael. Every night, midnight in Boston, 5 a.m. in London, I'll be wide awake in my big, wide bed. And you'll be wide awake in this prison cell. And our souls will come together and we'll fuck. I won't need an alarm clock. And you won't sleep until I'm done.
Midnight, folks, 5 a.m.
Every day. Because we trust each other.
Darker. Bluer. Sharper. Also from below. Darling, how's that?
You look absolutely terrifying, my love. Fuck lipstick. Fun.
To launch the ship. A long and terrible journey, Diana. Don't fucking let me down.
Mr. Shelby! Mr. Shelby! Daily Mirror!
Sir!
May I ask why a socialist MP would attend a fascist rally, sir?
Let him in. Let me answer the question. Mr. Mosley's constituency borders my own. We've worked together in the past. He was once a socialist himself. My role here tonight is to act as a bridge between ideologies. I'm in the middle.
Mr. Shelby, you once shared a platform with Mr. Mosley. Will you be sharing the stage with him tonight?
No, I'm simply here to remind my friend Mr. Mosley that the way of the British people is compromise. You can print that, pal. Fucking rag. As you should know, that Mosley's wife died 6 months ago. So give me your condolences, will you? Tonight, he'll be here with his mistress, who is apparently a lady of some standing. He's given him great comfort in his time of grief.
Fuck off, you dozing bastard! Move out my fucking...
What is Arthur doing here?
Mosley invited him, I agreed. Arthur made me a promise, which he appears to have broken. I've tried my best to he's hid some junk in his sock. Okay. Wait, let him in. Come on, Tommy. You're in. You're in. Come on, you're in.
My brother, Tommy, Johnny Dogs. Mosley invited me. He said, wear a black fucking shirt. Here you are. I said, I look like every other bastard. Lizzie! Come on, you're an angel. I know I'll fucking let you down. I'll fucking let you down. I know I have, all right? I fucking said sorry a million times. I'll say it again. I'm sorry, all right? Yeah. Fucking sorry. Yeah. Look at Johnny Dogs in the fucking side of him. Looks like a fucking white.
Oh, shut up.
Get me a fucking drink.
Johnny, take your shirt off and give it me. Oh, for fuck's sake. Take your fucking shirt off and give it me now.
Get it off.
Arthur, this is my fault. This is my fault. Remember, we voted on getting involved in the opium trade? You voted no?
I said no.
Remember? I overruled you. I've not been here, I've been away.
Where you been, Tom?
Lady tells me you've been hanging out with Mosley.
Yeah, in Smithick.
Yeah?
In his big, beautiful fucking house. And they parties there in Belgravia. And they give me fucking respect.
Yeah, what do you give them? Snow and junk from the company we're having. Look at your brother. Half of you's gone. Half of you's gone.
The fuck?
Rag and bone.
You fucking slapped me. Slap me.
I have to remain unresolved. Do you understand? Unresolved. Unresolved in everything! I have to move between left and right, light and shade, and maintain the trust of both. And I cannot have my brother wearing a fucking black shirt on the cover of the Daily Mirror.
If anyone takes my picture in this, they'll find a fucking camera under my heel, Tom.
They're throwing petrol bombs out there, Tommy.
Thought Ida was taking care of you.
Ida's got decisions to make about working with us. She doesn't know what she wants.
I'll speak to Ida.
Listen, I'm going home.
You
all
stay
right?
there. I've something for you. Lizzie, you go with Johnny. Johnny, take Lizzie to a seat.
But I don't have an invitation, Tom.
Johnny, you're wearing a fucking black shirt. You can do what you like. Go on. I'll follow you. Go on.
Go on, Dogs. Get me a fucking drink while you're there. Oh. Oh, no, Tom, look at me.
Arthur, before I went to America, I wrote a letter.
Yeah, who's
to Linda. And in that letter I wrote, Linda, as a Christian woman, you believe in forgiveness. This is what I got back 2 days ago. Have a look.
As a Christian woman, I do believe in forgiveness.
Yeah, the word do is underlined. Arthur, I'm not Christian, but I also believe in forgiveness. You get yourself clean. You stay clean for 2 weeks. I'll write Linda another letter. Because I know where she is. First, I need you back. I need me brother. Got a lot to do. I need someone to do the real work.
Yeah. Yeah, look at your smile, Tom. Look at your smile, brother. It's been so long.
Come on, let's see what this bastard has to say. Come on.
All right.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm going. He's a bastard at all, Tom.
Black shirts and Jews, here we go. Here we fucking go.
You stand in the middle and do nothing, Tom. But I'm fucking me. Come here, you Nazi. Take your fucking eye.
Not here. Not here.
Come here. You've had your fun. Now let's go home.
We have business. Johnny, you get him home. This time, check his fucking socks. For sake.
Tommy, we should get out now. Forget this American business. We've got enough.
Not yet enough. Here she comes. Remember to smile. Come on.
Shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight he has truly earned your adulation. The future Prime Minister of this great country, Sir Oswald Mosley.
You are beautiful, Lizzie. I need to impress this woman, so I will act as if she is beautiful as well. Mosley?
Diana, this is Tommy Shelby, MP, OBE. Mr. Shelby, Lady Diana Mitford.
Oswald's most recent and last ever mistress.
This is my wife, Lizzie Shelby.
Beautiful earrings.
Oh, I stole them from Tiffany's.
Actually, he bought the earrings in Paris. We were in Paris on our honeymoon.
God, I hate Paris.
Hey, you prefer Berlin?
Oswald and I are going to marry there, aren't we, Oswald?
Mosley, I have business to discuss. Perhaps you and I could find someone a bit quieter, eh?
Darling, Mr. Shelby just made the astonishing suggestion that we men go off and discuss business while you women wait around looking glamorous.
Goodness. What year do you think this is, Mr. Shelby? 1807?
Oh, in Birmingham, the centuries grind by quite slowly. But, Mr. Shelby, if it's business, Diana is the engine of my enterprise.
It's the modern way, Mr. Shelby.
Yes, we know. I am company director. I will join the meeting as well.
But of course you must come as well, Elizabeth. By the way, I really don't like Lizzie. I prefer liberated Elizabeth. She must be part of this. She's been all the way to Paris, so she is a woman of the world. Bravo. Do you know, Oswald's told me everything about it.
Only 3.
Because I know these days Mr. Shelby doesn't.
Our friend in Berlin doesn't either.
Well, they have that in common at least.
Oh, I imagine they have lots in common.
Report to me, Shelby.
Officially, Jack Nelson is in London to buy import licenses.
And unofficially, he's Roosevelt's envoy.
Well, as you can see from this private letter, he is far from a neutral point of view. Look at the bottom of the second paragraph.
Individually, Jews are fine, but as a race, they stink. Elizabeth, do you even know why the bridge to President Roosevelt is so important?
Actually, no. I don't really know much about this business at all. But I have fucked your future husband, so I know lots of things about him. Tommy, I'll be outside.
Well done, Elizabeth.
Do you people want to meet Nelson or no?
Mr. Shelby, from now on, can I call you Thomas?
If you like.
Of course we would. And we are very grateful for your efforts.
But, Mr. Shelby, before this enterprise goes any further, you really must do something about your wife.
Shelby.
Yes, Mr. Nelson.
I came early. I wanted to come and take a look around this beautiful church. You're Catholic, Mr. Shelby? I hope that by suggesting we meet in church, it might make us both more cautious with lies and truth.
Well, your hope would be forlorn. There ain't no one listening here.
You don't believe in God?
No.
It was the way the Catholics are treated in my country that made me angry. Made me what I became. What made you angry?
Slowness in anything. I wanted to have everything already.
Two working class Catholic boys. Did they mess with you when you were small? Some man in the shadows.
I carried a screwdriver and a blade. And everyone believed I had the power to lay curses.
And do you?
Yes, I do.
First man I killed was a priest. You?
A Prussian boy with green eyes. He was already underground.
When'd you last kill a man, Mr. Shelby?
Four years ago. His name was Thomas Shelby. He drank whiskey.
You want me to allow you to enter my city and deal narcotics that'll kill people?
You deal in whiskey, Mr. Nelson. I recently read a report by the Vatican, actually, which said that whiskey disproportionately kills more of our Catholic brothers and sisters, whereas opium is the sedative more often chosen by Protestants and atheists.
In return, there are people in England who you think I should meet?
Yes. Yes, like minds.
I'm here to buy import licenses for booze. The booze of the blue blood elite. In America, we like labels and aspiration.
Well, I have a brand of my own vodka and gin. You can add that to your portfolio.
I hear Shelby labels are favored by the working class.
Indeed, a fact of which I'm very proud.
They say you're a poet, too?
No. Only read it.
There are some people in this country who I'd like to meet.
Fascists.
Not the ones in boots and black shirts, the ones in tuxedos.
I know men who are friends of the cause. I also know men who are enemies of the cause. For many years now, I've been working closely with Winston Churchill in many different capacities. I have his trust. He is opposed to the rise of fascism. You, I believe, see it as inevitable. Well, I can give you men of influence who support your cause. I can also offer you a full report on Churchill's strategies.
All this in return for access to South Boston?
Alternatively, you can take on Churchill on your own, without my intelligence. And I can sell me opium to the Jews.
You're a brave man, Mr. Shelby. A war hero, I hear. Every war hero I ever met, they're just someone who wanted to get themselves killed.
Do we have a deal, Mr. Nelson?
I'll think a great deal about what you've said.
Ruby, have you finished your spelling, love? Ruby? 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 What are you doing, love?
I can hear voices coming from up the chimney.
What voices?
The grey man.
Gentlemen, Mr. Thomas Shelby, Birmingham South.
Mr. Speaker, I was raised in a family that endured living conditions that would test the morality of even the most virtuous. Indeed, even the best of us would have our virtues trounced and thwarted by life in the meanness and the bitterness of an overcrowded British slum.
What would you know about virtue?
Quickly, please.
Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I intend to put before this House a bill which will offer radical reform in housing policy in this country, in which slums are cleared, new houses are built with new standards in health and hygiene.
Westminster 245, House of Commons.
The time has come for change. The people have had enough. Let's open the windows. Let in new lights. Build a new Jerusalem. Brick by government-owned brick.
Into there. Yeah, Westminster 245.
Mr. Shelby.
Didn't want to bang over and over again.
How was the family?
And one of you will die.
He's staring at me, Daddy.
A man with green eyes.
Can you stop the voices?
There are no voices, my love.
It's the grey man. He says he's coming for me. And he's coming for Daddy as well.
Mr. Shelby? Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Hello?
Tommy, she's the temperature of 101 and nothing is working. Just get here now.
Is he?
Please.
Is he?
Where is she?
She's with the doctor upstairs. Listen, Tommy. He said we shouldn't come close to her in case.
In case of what?
When she coughs, there's blood.
Matilda, put me through to the number I gave you for Esme Shelby Lee.
On a gathering storm comes a tall, handsome man in a dusty black coat with a red right hand. His shadow is cast wherever he stands. Stacks of green paper in his red right hand.